boy, man, Mr. CAP, man. What's up with you, cat, man? Where we at, man? Talk to me.
Man, undisclosed location at the races, man. You gotta be getting it in.
We you know, the set, been going a little crazy lately, man. There's been a lot of things going on, man. And I was just wondering, man, you had a few things you want to talk about today, man? Is there anything you want to say?
I always got something to talk about, man. Yeah, the set is discombobulated right now.
Meaning?
Confusion. People hear about protocol, people hear about bylaws, people hear about all this, but all of that. But then at the same time, they don't want to listen to nobody. You're gonna mind somebody, that's for sure. I don't care who it is. Judge, lawyer, somebody, you're gonna listen to somebody. But if your brother is looking out for your best interest and giving you some guidance and some education about the set, then you should adhere to it, because every good thing got discipline. I mean everything, from a Fortune 500 company to the military. Everything got discipline. People always preaching this word, protocol, all this and all that. It all goes back to what the forefathers seen when they laid this down, man. It's about motorcycling at the end of it, because without the MC back in the day, you wouldn't have a set now. It's not a social set, it's a motorcycle set. You know?
Is there a problem, or not such a problem, but is there a thing with everybody being on the set and not having a motorcycle, being on the set and trying to make decisions for the set and don't even have a motorcycle?
Yes. That's like a coach trying to coach and ain't never played sports. How that work? He ain't never played sports, but he finna try to tell you what to do. That's like a person who always pulling up in a car, man. You don't live the same life as a person who put their life on the line to ride a motorcycle. So what gives you the authority to tell somebody how to do something? You not even motorcycling. That's what this is about. It's about motorcycling, man. So I put MC, I put a person who put their life on the line, whether they're a civilian or in a club, they equal to me. They equal to people who put their life on the line every day. I don't care if you're going to the corner store or you going across state lines.
Do you
put your life on the line.
Do you think they lost, like, the Brotherhood? Do you think the Brotherhood is lost?
No, the Brotherhood is still there. I think people sugarcoated it and downplayed it to their advantage. It makes them easy to get on. That's what that is.
I'm lost on that. What do you mean?
So people who don't motorcycle, like this the first part, the first hint of non-motorcycling I got. Oh, just because I got a bike don't mean I had to ride it. What the fuck is that? You got a bike, but you don't have to ride, so you equal to me? No. Pull your shit out and ride it. I'm not telling you got to go state to state, but get on your bike and ride. Don't have a bike in the garage and pull up in the car and you want to kiki and ha-ha and be equal to a person who put their life on the line? Come on, man.
So what are you saying? Do you think, so you're saying it's not the same? It's like when you started and like you came in and y'all was riding to now, is that what you're saying, or?
Yeah. So people now, it always was a fad, and it turned on in the late 90s when all the clubs started popping up and people start getting involved with it. They like it, and most of the people now, and I'm gonna say this too, the set has turned into who could get the bag. That's what I see. It's all about the bag. They lost the sight of the fun, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, so everybody say. If you bring all that back, then the money gonna come. The money gonna come, but most people right now is, ooh, what can I give? How can I make money with this that I like to do? That's where it's at now. And
or do you think they don't even like to do it? They just see the bag in it? Because I think some of them don't even like motorcycling.
They don't. I don't think they do. They do it because it's a means to the bag, and they have to be involved in it. That way, they have to like the politics. Of course, you got to politic to people so they can come to your event when you give something. That's how you get the bag. But do the opposite. Do it because you like to do it. Then the people going to come because they see you like to do it. Then you're going to get the bag.
Well, I always thought it was about to party, and you went to support so they can throw the party next year, not just to make money.
So it's about fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the fun. So when you go on the party, like on the other bike set, the white bike set, them dudes over there, they partying to have fun, and the bag's gonna come up, So you just gotta get back to that. You gotta get back to MCing and let the MCs run the MCs, because the MCs started this. People who ride motorcycles and band together as brothers in clubs started the motorcycle set. The top tier MCs out there they know how it goes. Some of these older clubs that want to preach they 50 and 60 years old, what is you doing at 50 and 60 years old? You're supposed to be the mentors. You're supposed to be giving guidance. You can't just sit back and let it die or be watered down because you don't want to say how it should go. You should speak up. If you're a club and you got 65 years in, you got 60 years in, you got 55 years in, and your club is doing what it's supposed to do, it's growing, it's got members, you out there, I understand you can't be out there all the time, but some of these younger clubs got to listen. That's why your teacher was always older than you. You know, you got to listen to your teachers, you got to listen to your parents. They got knowledge. They've been your age, you ain't been theirs. So when you get that old, 60 years old, let's see what you're doing when you're 60. It's some clubs out there older than that. 2, 3, 4, 5 members, not even riding. Come on, man.
So how you feel about that? Because isn't it like 10 members or more, right?
It should be 7 members or more. 7 members is all your officers. 10 members give you a body with your officers.
Okay.
To have a club, to be deemed a chapter, you should have a minimum of 7 members. That's all your officers.
So how do you feel about the clubs that got 2, 3, 4, 5 and
okay.
And they don't even ride their bikes, but they got vests? How you feel about that?
Like old boy said, you shouldn't be giving no annual. That's how I feel about it. You in the way. You sucking up a whole day, and you want people to come support you, but you only got 2 members. Well, how much support is you giving, really? Keep it 100. How much support is you giving, but you want everybody to come to your shit? Really? That to me, that don't make sense. I get that you got time in, but like I said, it falls back and you got all that time in. Your club is the oldest club and you ain't got 10 members. What you been doing for that 50 years?
Yeah.
What you been doing? Come on, man. Make it make sense. Ain't that what they say now? Make it make sense.
Well, what's up with all the new clubs popping up? I thought there was, I'm not in a club, but I thought there was like something you had to do to establish a new club, right?
Yeah,
like to go to a, what do you guys call it? The association?
The association don't govern. They should be, because they're an old body, and that's what the association was started for, is to network clubs together so they could work together. You know what I'm saying? The association is nothing but a club of clubs, and they got some old members up in there. So as far as new clubs, they don't tell a person what they can't do. They'll tell them what your requirements should be. You should have 7 members, and if you got 7 members and you want a club, you should have a clubhouse. And if you got a clubhouse, that come with responsibilities and stuff. You got to keep the rent paid. You got to keep the lights on. You got to do stuff. But if you're gonna have a flock, you got to have a hen house to keep the flock together. That's where I come from. Almost all our chapters got clubhouses. Nothing but maybe 1 or 2 that don't.
How do you feel about people stepping on other people's days? Like new clubs stepping on older clubs' days. How you feel about that?
It's kind of a disrespect, I think, especially if that club is striving to do, the older club striving to do what they supposed to do, and they got their members up and they're participating, and a new club come along. I think they're not paying homage to that club. They're not paying homage to the people that come before them. And right now, it's really a solution to fix this. Ain't no sense in complaining about it. Figure out to come up with a solution to bring it together, not drive it apart. Sometimes it be weekends. I be 2 or 3 dances in one night.
So what do you think the solution to that would be, though?
Some of these SCs and MCs, even other MCs, they need to pair their weekends together, make it a full fun thing. That's what I talk about. That's what I talk about with some of these SCs right now. Get with some of these MCs, and y'all come together on a weekend and do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday together. Do bike night meet and greet on Thursday. Let the women have Friday. Saturday is the MC's picnic and day party, and then let them have Saturday night, and then the SC's can have Sunday. They could do breakfast or brunch or something. That's a full weekend of fun right there. And they're gonna get support from both of those clubs coming together and doing something. You're gonna have people support one club, but not this club, but they're gonna come anyway.
No, for sure.
So if you come together, the people gonna come together. When they all come together, you gonna make your money. You gonna have fun. It's about the fun. Like I said, it's about the fun. That's what MCing is about. It ain't about. It's about the stories you create and the experiences you get when you ride with that individual, whether he your brother or in another club or whatever the case may be, going down the highway. There's a lot of people out there got stories to tell from stuff they experienced on the highway, whether it be good or bad. And not only that, there's people that lost their lives to do this, what they like to do. They going to run just past summer, man. They Rare Breed, I think they lost like 4 members.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah. They got the 3 that got killed at one time, then they got another individual. So them dudes, you going to run for the weekend. you say
ain't no telling you coming home.
Yeah, you say goodbye to your kids, your wife, or whatever. You finna get on your bike. You finna go have a weekend with your brothers, and you don't never come home again. But then you got this dude over here with a patch on, with got a bike, don't ride, and none of this shit, and he want to be equal to that. Ain't cool. That's not cool.
Yeah. So you saying basically they need to put their time in?
Yeah, put your time in. You gotta put your time in. You gotta put your time in for sure.
So how you been, brother Cap? We just wanted to say what's up to you, man, and see what you gotta say.
I would say this: life brings challenges, but I'm gonna say this: I'm above dirt, so I'm doing pretty good, I believe. You know.
How many years you got in?
I got 23 plus years in as an adult. I've been a soul brother all my life. I was born into this. I'm second generation soul brother. My father helped start this back in '67 when they first designed their patches and came out. And I was born a year and 1 month later. And I've been privy to be on the black bike set and the white bike set. My mom rode too. She was in the SRRA. She hanged on the white bike set though. Okay. So she top hatters. AJs,
so when you saying and talking and saying these things that you're saying, you're not saying it from just your emotions. You're saying it from being on the bike set for over 30-something years. Yeah. I'm saying it from experience. If I don't know, then I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm happy to say I don't know. I don't know everything. I know some shit though, and I know what I see right now, and it can be fixed. This is what I will say about Do you think the fun is leaving the set though? Do you think a lot of the fun is left?
I think it's changing. It matters on who gets involved and push for the right change. That's what I think it comes down to. If the people who know better, trying to do better, if they give up the fight, then they give up to the ones who don't know better and who not trying to make it better. And like I say, dummy it down to their level and keep up the fight. You just have to have standards and bars, just like bylaws. Bylaws is set to govern.
But there are bylaws, right?
Yeah,
and,
but
a lot of this shit is still going on. So your point is
the person in charge of the bylaws is the same person that's in charge of.
That would be Sergeant of Arms, correct?
No, that'd be your president.
From what I heard is Sergeant of Arms could check even the president if he's not following the bylaws correctly.
Kind of, sort of, because the president is the overseer of all officers, and the Sergeant at Arms is an officer underneath the president.
Yes, that's what I. Yeah.
So
is he above VP?
Sergeant at Arms is.
He should be the press right-hand man, right?
They're really kind of equal to me, to be honest with you. Sergeant at Arms is the third in charge because you got President, Vice President, Sergeant at Arms, and then it goes down.
So do you think a lot of the stuff that people do in the club is mirrored from?
Well, I'm gonna say this
from him, because if he's the standard of what it should be, the Sergeant of Arms, right?
So let me go back to this too. So the president is the overseer of all the officers and the bylaws, but you got presidents now that don't enforce the bylaws. Why? Because they want to keep their numbers up. So they gonna be lax to their homeboy who ain't been on the bike in 6, 7, 8, 9 months. In 90 days, you don't have a bike in 90 days, you turn your cut in. You go in as a civilian because you ain't on your bike like you supposed to be. You got presidents out there now that's his homeboy, that's his friend, or whatever the case may be. But
you as a club member, you should be able to see that and bring that up in the meeting and be like, Joe Blow ain't had it, ain't made no run, he ain't been no mandatory.
They don't really say too much. They really don't.
Really?
And them be the ones that stand by and know better, and they just say. And here's the thing that this is a catch too. So when I came in and I was groomed underneath my president always told me, be the best member you could be. Don't worry about what he did or didn't do. You do what you're supposed to do. Ride your motorcycle and do what you did. I've been doing that over 20 years. Now, I will tell new members, don't let the club change you. Ride your bike. Ride your bike. That's where you're gonna build your camaraderie and your fun and all the stuff. Ride your bike. Some people it ain't for everybody. They get into it, you see it's a fad, it's not really in them. Like I said, I just been privy to be riding my entire life. 50 plus years of riding a motorcycle.
Shit, your sister in the SC too, your brother-in-law in the club, right?
Yeah. So it's been in my family, for a minute, So like I said, I speak this from what I see.
But is there anything that been bothering you about the set? Is there something that you want to get off your chest or something that's just bothering you?
Yep, just come together, bring it together. The set is a community. The set is a group of people. We all represent our different brands. I represent the 48. Don't make no difference from any other club. You got, your club is to you as it is to me. So I'm gonna try to be the best member I could be and try to help be the best club there could be out on the set. So we strong.
So you saying you strive to make the club look better, not you look better?
Yeah. Because without every member, what kind of club do you have? Every member make the club. Every member make the club. So when people see me, they don't know who I am. They just see the patch on my back. When I stop for people on the side of the road, I got my patch on. They don't know who I am. They just know it's a soul brother that stopped. So that's
so when they tell the story, they be like, man, some soul brother just stopped. They don't know who the fuck you was.
And what happens is the residual you get off of that is I have people coming up to me that met a soul brother way somewhere else and remember that soul brother helped them out and now they see me. So we one and the same. But that works the opposite way. If I was to go out there and do some fucked up shit, they ain't gonna say who I was. They gonna say it was a soul brother who did that. And then they see another soul brother way in a different state somewhere else, and they're gonna say that he must be the same. And it don't even be like that.
Don't be like that.
Don't be like that.
Ride your bike.
Ride your bike. Ride your iron. Get on your bike. Ride your bike. Have fun. When you have fun, the bag gonna come.
And leave the politics at home.
That's hard to do in today's time because here's the thing: when somebody recognizes some shit that's going wrong, you politicking by trying to pull it to the side and tell them about it. That's politics. So you got to. True. All I would say is this too: if you 10, I'm gonna say 10, 15 years. I'm gonna say 15 years down, less on the set. You gotta have a set standard, and if somebody, saying something, listen to them. Don't say, oh, you can't tell me what to do, cause back again in the beginning of this, you gonna mind somebody, and it ain't that person is trying to control you. That's what people get out of that. They want to talk about bylaws and standards and protocol and this and that, but the minute you tell them something, you can't tell me what to do. Come on,
But the whole point of being in the club is you signed up to follow these rules. You signed up to take these mandatory runs.
Yeah.
You signed up to ride your bike. Right?
You did. The club didn't join you. You joined the club.
So why do I hear people complain about dues a lot, but they join the club?
So here's the thing about that. Yo club, it's like any other. You belong to a book club. I'm gonna use that. You belong to a book club. Every couple of months or you gonna get a free book. You gonna get something. So that club is gonna give you something for being a member. You doing what you're supposed to do. So a lot of people don't want to hear this. You got a club. You paying dues. Y'all having parties and annuals and all of this. You should be having a club run when you got to go in that mandatory to Arizona, filled with beer and food, and that make it light on your pocket. You got a club room. You don't want to pay that $700-800 for the weekend. It's just you going, you vagabonding it. You got a room. At least you can shit and shower in that club room. Clubs taking that money and the members ain't getting no benefit from it. Yeah. You pull up your clubs. You have a barbecue pit out there cooking food. All the shit that you can pull up and get you at least a hot dog.
Yeah.
You got to fend for yourself. Get your own room. But then they want to tell you it's mandatory. Come on, man. Work together. Make it, make it cool. Make it fun.
Yeah. Say bring fun back to the set, huh?
Bring the fun back. But like I said, I'm always have my fun because I'm going to ride my bike and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I see you got that retiree on there. That look kind of new too.
Yeah,
that ain't been on that ain't been on there. It's kind of clean. Where you get that?
Hey, I've been retired now about a little over a year, year and a half. They didn't want to let me have it though.
Okay.
I had to fight for this.
How? You had 20s plus in.
Man,
you ain't got to fight?
They told me they didn't want me to go away. Because a lot of retired brothers go away and they start doing other hobbies and stuff that take them away, and they take the history and the knowledge that they have with them, and so the new ones don't get that. So I said I'm gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna be everywhere and still do everything that I've been doing. Why? Because that's what I was taught to do.
Yeah, that's what you like to do too.
I got members coming. Man, I see you have more stuff than some of the members from the active members. I say that's because I like to do it. The reason I retired is because I want to limit myself from some of the politics and just ride my bike.
You want to ride more than politics?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but it should be the opposite though.
It should be, but you got to put in work, and politicking is work.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
politicking is work, man.
Well,
Riding your bike is easy. That's the easy part.
Why do you say that?
Because all you gotta do is fill up your tank and ride.
So why everybody act like it's hard to go to Fresno, hard to go to Stockton, hard to go to...
Because they ain't about this life. That's what it really is.
Okay.
They really not about getting on that ground. Oh, it's too cold. It's too bumpy. It's too that. It's too this. Man, we went
So
went
if the
out
party was
last night.
down the street, they down to get on the bike, huh?
Yeah, they gonna be local. They gonna be local. I had my best ride. My best ride was by myself to Arkansas.
Okay.
I had a chase truck behind me, but it was behind me some hours. It wasn't like right there, it see me pull off, it get off too. I had to phone them if something happened. Hey, I'm at this exit right here. But that was my best ride. All by myself to Arkansas. I've been to AZ by myself before. Them be memorable.
What's the farthest you been?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to Canada next year though.
You gonna do that Four Corner trip?
I think I'm gonna do that too. I think I'm gonna do I got too many bikes now. I think I'm gonna do an M8 upgrade on this, and then I'm gonna do the Four Corners. Cause my boy Money, shout out to Money Car Stereo.
Hey, we don't discuss him on this channel.
Man,
Sorry,
hey,
no discussing him on this channel.
I don't
Sorry,
have no limitation.
sorry, Rob, no discussing on this channel.
Hey, I don't limitate.
We know
nothing.
this your homeboy, but we don't.
Hey, I'm
you
gonna
know.
keep it 100. If I ain't gonna keep it 100, then I
Nah,
ain't
but
gonna
what you say about Rob though?
Man, him. I mean, yeah. To be honest with
No, you said you was gonna get a Milwaukee 8 because your boy Big Money. So keep going.
Yeah, cause I mean, this bike got miles on it. This motor been to Arkansas.
No, but you said Money. What was the reason you said Money?
Because he been with the breed. Shout out to the breed.
Okay.
Hey,
For
what
sure.
they say, breed up and speed up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pick my game up, dog. Cause them motherfuckers is touching. They done touched every piece of asphalt in the United States and beyond that.
Okay.
So I mean, that ain't on my level. But I know I got plenty more states. Where my state patch at, man?
Yeah,
Where
we
my
see
state
you got
patch
the
at?
lower.
Yeah,
You got
right
the
there.
lower
So
half of the United
I need to
States.
fill in some of that up there up the top.
Okay.
You know, even my brother-in-law did some states too.
Yeah, I see
You
he
know,
tried to do the
man.
woo wop. I know.
Yeah, he needed an M8 though. He couldn't do, that twink and that's his everyday bike.
Yeah, he
How
ride it
you
every
gonna
day.
come on, man? I mean, you tried.
He tried.
I give you an E for effort.
Yeah, I was gonna say I give him an A for effort. Fuck it, he get an A.
Yeah.
But anything you want to tell the people, the Cali Kid viewers, before we go, anything? What your last point? What you got to say?
Man. Believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see.
And ride your goddamn bike.
lot of misinformation out here on the internet. Don't bite.
Oh, another quick question. Choosing a club. What would you tell a first time guy? First time patching up, first time being in a club. Three things you would tell him to look for.
I would say, look at the characteristics of the individual that belong to that club. That's what I would say. If they do
But what do you mean by that? Because a club could have 50 members, so I'm never gonna be friends with everybody.
You're not. We got hundreds of members.
Yeah.
I fuck with everybody, but everybody ain't my friend.
Yeah, that's
I'll
my
speak
point.
to everybody.
So,
look at the person. How do they carry themselves?
what person?
The people in the club. Every person that's in
Not
that
the
club,
sergeant of arms, not the president.
That's only a title. It's only a title. It's a job description.
Well, you know
So-
the reason
so
I say that? Because if you watch them and see what they're willing to accept and not accept, that can give you an idea if you want to be in that club or
Not
not.
necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. So let's say you got this club right here. You got 10 members. All 10 of them, they work. All 10 of them got jobs. All 10 of them got families. All 10 of them got they
Responsibilities.
Responsibilities. There you go, right there. But then you got these 20 or 30 dudes. They knuckleheads. They ain't got no place to be. They on the corner.
They
every
1%ers
day.
for real.
They could be 1%ers or 99.
No, but I mean for real, like with no job. Because the real term of 1%er means not having a job and you live off the lay of the land.
Not necessarily.
Well,
Not
that's what I was
necessarily.
taught.
Now,
That's what I was
see,
taught,
believe
but I
none
was
of what you hear. Believe none of what you hear.
Well, that's what the HA say, though. That's what they say.
So the 81 is a 1% club, but you got some of them owning their own businesses. So how you?
Well, that's what I mean by that. I meant like a job, like owning your own business is different because you're the boss.
That's a job still.
No, but you're the boss.
It
You
don't
hire
matter.
people. I meant like working at like FedEx and like
But you
usually
got a lot of them working.
you know what I
too,
mean
though.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
They're usually known as outlaws is what I'm saying, and they usually I don't want to say it on the but you know what I'm saying. I just don't want to say it. They usually do other things.
So the 1%er culture is really, if you really want to get down to the 1% culture,
Yeah.
that's what they talking about.
Yes,
the people
that's what I'm talking
The people
about.
who go buy nothing.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's not the bike set,
there
right?
ain't I'm gonna tell you like this: there really ain't too many clubs
like that no more, huh?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
because they share women. They do everything. They do what it takes.
Yeah.
They'll put. Hey, check this out. I gotta go make this run. Go put yourself out there. Go get it. Bring it back so I can make this run. That's how they live.
Yeah. Exactly.
They a sinner, quick.
I know.
Like old boy
yes.
in the birthday. I say, hey, your mama come talking to me. I'm send your mama. That type of stuff.
I know. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
So when you picking a club, pick a club that's first of all that's set up to have longevity. They gonna have order. They gonna have discipline. They gonna have trust. They gonna have all that stuff that a family should have to hold together.
Okay.
Outside of their brand.
Yeah.
Their brand is what they put on their back.
Okay.
But outside of that, when I take this vest off, I'm still me.
Yes.
This vest don't make
Still
me.
a man.
It represents my brand. Yeah. So yeah, when you're picking a club, you pick that, and especially if you like to ride your bike.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pick a club because they got all pretty motorcycles, but they ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Because then you're going to be riding by yourself. So why would you want to
And you're going to pop up everywhere by yourself?
Yeah, why would you do yourself like that?
Okay.
You know?
Well, we appreciate you, Cat Man, and this shit gonna get edited. It'll be up soon, Jack.
Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for anybody interested in the flash drive, you can hit me on Cali Kid 420 on Instagram, and I'll get right back there. Appreciate all support. You did.